in so many levels, but more important is putting an end to the daily harassment that Ink tenants had to put up since day one. So that's number one. Number two is sending a clear message to other landlords in the city of New York. Be aware, tenants are organizing, tenants are coming together, tenants are fighting back, and you're gonna be accountable to the authorities. St. Nick's Alliance first heard about Ink Property Group back in 2017. And one of the things that we started noticing is that several tenants coming to our office reporting the same thing, aggressive buyouts since day one. Ink didn't even introduce and notify who the new management company was. It was, when can you move out of my building? The other things that we start seeing is a large number of vacant units. Those units will stay vacant sometimes for more than 24 months. And instead of fixing, Ink invests of those units in the buildings, and tenants start having issues from leaks, mold, bed bugs, rats, mice, roaches. I still remember the day that I went to 53 Montrose, and tenants were packing as I was getting in, afraid. The other tenants that were still left in that building were concerned, and they were asking us where I'm going to be. The same story repeated itself at 298 and 296 North 8, at 1549 DeKalb Avenue, and in every building owned by Ink. At that time is when we started providing tenant services, providing information about tenants' rights, and encouraging tenants to work together as tenant associations. We then referred those buildings to city agencies for inspections and to legal service providers. I do want to give a big shout out to HPD, DOB, the Office of the Tenant Protection Unit, for not leaving those tenants alone from day one. This is when we started organizing tenant associations in almost every single Ink building, but we didn't stop there. We started reaching out to our partners, to Los Sures, to Fifth Avenue Committee, to other organizations where Ink also had buildings, and organized the Ink Tenant Coalition. The Ink Tenant Coalition was a space where tenants came together. They supported each other. They cried. They shared the fear that they had to their landlord. But at the same time, it was a space of empowerment where tenants came together and they learned from firsthand that power is when you are united. They started meeting with the banks that they were lending money to Ink and showing them, taking them to their apartments and seeing the horrible pictures of leaks, construction that's harassment. At the same time, tenants were organizing press conferences at the local level, organizing rallies, building community power. After a tireless community organizing campaign, we are here celebrating, and this is amazing. This is a long-standing campaign, and it's only thanks to the tenants that stay in that building and they fought back. I do want to do a quick shout out to some people that were critical on this. First of all, to you, Attorney General, and for your department for helping us with this. Special shout out to Rachel, to Brad, for helping us since day one. When we first started going to you guys and saying, can you guys take a look on this company? Thanks a lot to the St. Louis community organizer, especially to our former senior community organizer, Liz Golden, for helping us organize the Ink Tenant Coalition. Thanks a lot, Liz. I also want to thank Los Sures, Impact Brooklyn, Flatbush Tenant Coalition, Fifth Avenue Committee for helping us coordinate the Ink Tenant Coalition. Thanks a lot to Take Root Justice. I see some attorneys from Take Root Justice, and to Communities Resist for representing those tenants in court with the HP cases, 7A cases. And thanks a lot to Stabilizing NYC for helping us organize and fight back against predatory equity. But more important, thank you guys. Thank you to all the tenants from the Ink building for standing together and fighting back. And today we are celebrating. Thank you so much.